New kill leader. Watch for them.
Yep. Ryan Tilsrud. Garbage.
It is not common you can find a teacher who impacted the culture of a little tiny high school like Jim Dill has. What Jim Dill has done to the culture of the high school will forever be cemented in the students' minds for as long as they live. And this is just a thank you. And this is his life story. On January 23rd, 1995, Jim Dill was born to two parents in Kankakee, Illinois. When Jim was growing up, he liked to play basketball a lot. He played t-ball, that's about it. But another thing he liked to do was play guitar. Here's a clip of him playing guitar. Playing guitar was just one of Jim's many hobbies, but the thing he liked most was basketball. But due to a knee injury in high school, he was not able to play any further on his career. But that's when he started coaching. He started coaching in college, and while in college, he was starting to get his teaching degree. While he was getting his teaching degree, however, he started coaching at Trinity High School, where he had a pretty solid career at Trinity High School, winning more games than he lost. But once he got his teaching license and became a student teacher at Central High School, he found a job at Iroquois West High School, and that is where this main story begins. Now, at Iroquois West High School, Jim Dill was a health and PE teacher. He quickly found the liking of the students and was instantly a favorite among some students, but others were not very fond of him. Jim Dill was also a volunteer coach to the Iroquois West High School boys basketball team, and he coached freshman basketball too. He also sat the bench the whole game. It's not really a big deal, but he just sat the bench the whole game. He was just there for more support, really, and he just pretty much 1v1 people in practices, and it's no big deal. He was pretty good. And in the same year that he started his new job, a popular game known as Fortnite Battle Royale released. Jim was quickly on the bandwagon as he started playing Fortnite, and then he got kind of addicted to it, and then he played with students, and this is where his next career move really begins. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now, Jim was known for his lenient teaching style, having fun and just not really caring that much, and that's where his downfall began, but we'll get to that in a minute again. Another sport he coached was softball, Although not very good at baseball, Jim was seen as one of the better coaches on the coaching roster, and many players took a liking to him. Maybe a little bit too much, but that's for another time. Plus, I don't want to get in trouble. And is it around this time that some imagery was found of James Dill, aka the Check Me Out shirt image, found by a random student in his health class? I wonder who that might be, actually. I don't know. But it's now the most popular photo of James, and here it is on the screen right now. As you can see, it's pretty shocking. I'm just gonna blur it. I'm just gonna blur the text out, just because this is a family-friendly documentary, and yeah. And in the summer, James Dill kept getting addicted to Fortnite, let's just say, and he started to play it a lot. He might be a little sweaty, but that's okay. No one really cares because it's a game for 12-year-olds. But anyway, this next school year, he still had his coaching jobs and everything, and students still liked him. And it is around this time that James Dill started up a Twitch channel, which I will link later. But he started a Twitch channel where he started live streaming Fortnite and sometimes played Fortnite with the students. Another basketball season goes by and his Twitch channel is growing a little bit. And James Dill is asked to join a 3-on-3 basketball team with 2 of the students and another friend of his. They get absolutely dominated in the championship game by a fucking cheater, but it's fine. They completely dominated every other competition. And here's some videos and images from this event. It is at this time I ask our gentlemen to take off their caps and just please give a moment of silence for James Dill, as it is at this time in the timeline where James found out he was not being brought back next year to teach. And this is pretty much where the story ends for James, as after he learned that he was not being brought back, he just stopped caring. He streamed more, he didn't go to school as much, and he only showed up when he had softball games. And that's pretty much where his story ends with Erica West High School, and now his new persona is online by the name of JDill94 on Twitch. Go ahead, everyone follow that Twitch. And he is also part of the Exotic Gaming Clan, which will be in the description. Both links will be in the description. Go follow both those pages. And this is pretty much the end of the story for James. he's still very young. He still has a big future ahead of him. And who knows, we might need a part 2 to this. Like fucking Jordan Tripp one. God damn it! Tell me why you be so bittersweet. Tell me all the shit and then you go and turn on me heat. Tell me why we gotta waste time. Tell me all the shit and then we rewind. Rewind, it's fine. I can see when we talk on the phone. You tell me all your fucking serious and you switch the tone. Tell me why we gotta waste time. Tell me all the shit and then we rewind. Rewind, it's fine. Tell me just the time. Tell me is it fine? I can't read your different signs. It's getting to me and it seems like it's designed. Do you really want me to know or are you fake? I can tell if you're lying and I don't really want to shit the break. I want to just help you.